everyone. I'm going to apologize in advance. It's a little loud out here right now. Between the cicadas and maintenance in my complex doing a lot of work on the grass and the bushes and everything else out here, which is great, so I can't complain, but hopefully you can still hear me out here as it gets louder. Anyways, I wanted to film this. I contemplated not making this video and just doing a video this coming Thursday instead, with like a kind of 2-week update on everything with Wegovy. But I decided against that because I said I would try to upload, and here I am, I'm uploading. Now, I wanted to fill everyone in on what's been going on in this past week and why I wasn't able to upload this past Thursday. So, I've mentioned before numerous times that on these medications, and really with the Wegovy now, that constipation is a really big issue. Now, this past week and a half, it got pretty bad, to the point where I was very, very sick. And not only was I extremely sick, but I hadn't gone number 2 in about 9 days, a little over 9 days. It was awful. I was having some severe stomach pains, lower back pains. I couldn't even bend over properly. And plus, because I was not properly going to the bathroom, my weight on the scale was not changing. On top of all of that happening, my scale broke. And the only other scale I have right now is one that was used with a different weight loss program that I used to do, and it uploads your weight or whatever. It doesn't function quite the way I need it to. But what I noticed with the scale is that, so basically anytime I go to the doctor's, I'm about 4 to 6 pounds. It seems heavier than whatever my home scale has said up till this point. Now, this scale that I'm currently using that doesn't function very well, but it seems pretty accurate, weighs much more closely to the weights that I was seeing at my doctor's office, which could be a good thing because, at least I'll be seeing what my doctor's office is seeing on the scale. He's just coming closer and closer. Mowing the lawns. Okay, I came inside now because, yeah. Anyways, hopefully you can hear me a lot better now. So anyways, that's the good part of that scale. But now I'm really confused as to how to log this weight loss going forward, because my weight loss log has been using the scale that's showing a little bit of a lower weight. So, the amount of pounds, the number of pounds lost is still accurate, but the current weight that I am at.
This is a reminder.
I came inside and now I can't even say her name. The Echo Dot is now talking. I can't win. Anyways, so the number of pounds lost is accurate, but the current weight is what is off. So, it's really confusing at this point, but I'm gonna have to recalculate everything when it comes to this next vlog on Thursday, because I cannot give you an accurate weight loss currently. It's a really, really confusing thing. I will say I have been losing weight on Wegovy. I'll just say that. As to how much I've lost, it's up in the air. And I'm still waiting to see, because I'm still fixing the issue with the constipation and everything. It's getting a little better. I've been doing everything at this point. Smooth Move tea, which usually works pretty well for me, yielded no results when I used it last week. I've been using everything from that to Dulcolax, regular stool softeners, the Metamucil. Everything that I can think of that I should throw in there to help me was not helping me, and it was rough and very painful, and I felt bloated and just really crappy and tired and everything that whole time. So now I'm going to be a little more proactive again about preventing that. So taking in fiber a little more regularly and staying more hydrated. I need to drink a lot more because that can also, just make that whole issue a lot worse. The thing too that added to the fact that, the Wegovy can cause the constipation is that I was taking the Zofran for the nausea, and I've been taking that like right before I take that shot each week to prevent that nausea from really building up and making me very sick, and that has worked exceedingly well. But Zofran can cause severe constipation, so it's just, unfortunately, I've been adding a lot of things together that all result in that same issue, and so that's what we ended up with, and now I have to be really careful going forward that I don't do that again. So that's the biggest reason that I could not really give you guys any real information this past Thursday, plus the fact that I was so sick and I was basically just taking laxatives and everything else and just trying to forget about the pain that I was in, and I just could not do it. But here we are. There's your update. Now you know what's going on. Hopefully you could hear me over the weed whackers and lawn mowers and the she who cannot be named that speaks through the echo dot over there and everything else that has come up today. But that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could say. So another thing I wanted to mention in that most recent Wegovy update, I kind of just touched on it, a few seconds ago, but the nausea has gotten better. The Zofran really helps, and aside from just taking it to head off the nausea the night that I take the shot, I have not really needed it at any point after that. I don't think I have them in here, but I have been keeping their Dramamine chews. They have like calcium in them and stuff. They're the ginger chews. The ginger helps with the nausea, and they can also help with heartburn and things like that too. I don't think there's actually like real, like the active ingredients from Dramamine, I don't think are actually in the chews. I think it just relies on the ginger to make you feel a little bit better. But those work really well if I do have any like iffy stomach issues or anything like that, so that I'm not relying on the Zofran, which can increase the constipation. So, but yes, side effects have definitely gotten a lot better. I've been doing pretty well. I do still have like kind of like cold chills. I get cold pretty easily, a little less so the past week. And I still have this sensitive skin thing that I think I might have mentioned before. Just feels, you can kind of see, you don't mind my hairy arms, but I have like what looks like permanent goosebumps all up and down my forearms, which isn't something I normally deal with. And it sucks. They're like little red bumps. They're very visible. It looks crappy. And I've tried everything. I've been using moisturizers, exfoliating. I even have like this right here. Hold on. This lotion, the Eucerin. It's meant for eczema relief. It's supposed to be very soothing, has colloidal oatmeal in it. And so I've been using this too, just in case, it's just irritation. But nothing seems to be working on it so far. So I don't know, we're going to have to see about that. But I mean, I'll take that whole thing over the nausea and vomiting any day. The constipation, however, it's rough. So hopefully we can get back on track and not have to deal with that anymore. But yes, so what is this, Tuesday today? Tuesday? Yeah. So tomorrow night, is it? Tomorrow night is my dose increase, the final one for Wegovy. I am going up to 2.4 milligrams starting tomorrow night, and I am terrified. I'm really, really scared. But hopefully, It's not as bad as what I'm anticipating. I'm gonna do just what I've been doing. Unfortunately, that means I'm gonna have to take that Zofran to head off any nausea. And I take the shot tomorrow night just to make sure, you know, I can at least sleep and function and not dehydrate myself anymore. But you know, obviously, well, maybe not as obviously after last week's issue, but I'm gonna try to upload my update on Thursday. Hopefully in the morning, to give you an update as to how that 2.4 milligram shot works out. No issues with the injection since that first faulty pen. I've got this down pretty good now. I'm pretty confident. But yeah, that's basically that. I will try to get like a good estimate as to my weight loss and everything in that video on Thursday, hopefully. So you guys will know where I am with that. But I will say my clothes are becoming baggier and baggier no matter what. So even when, you know, I was constipated and not losing any weight on the scale, I've definitely seen changes. So there are definitely changes. And for the first time, I was able to look at myself in the mirror and really see a few things that I didn't like. I usually don't stand out to me until I hit about 20 pounds in total loss or more. So I know that no matter what, it is working. It is working. I'm losing weight. Appetite's still pretty suppressed. And I'm craving more protein and healthier things. And it's great. I don't crave sweets as much anymore. And that's fantastic. But anyways, so that's my little update. I'm so sorry that everything that can interrupt me is interrupting me today. It just happens. It's just life. I don't have one of those fancy schmancy sound blocking microphones or anything yet. But hey, if you want to donate to the channel using the link in the description and help me be able to afford some things to improve the channel, it's there. Just saying. No pressure though. I never expect anybody to just give me anything. But, you know, if you ever want to help out, it is there. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy and happy and not constipated. keep eating that fiber, friends. Keep eating that fiber. Lots of veggies. Metamucil works great if you need that. Most of the time, don't get to where I was. But anyways, I'll see you all again very, very soon. I have a few other videos planned, so we'll be back with those as well. See you all.